course, starting off on PS2.
And, of course, starting out with their mains.
Yeah.
All right. Well, PS2 is... they've both played plenty of it at this tournament, so... Honestly, it's just going to come down to who can maintain stage control for longer and who can force disadvantage on the other for longer. Both characters have incredible tools to do so, and both players have shown their ability to do so. So we'll see.
Yeah, Player-1 getting a really good combo off the start. Nothing too crazy, just quick 39% combo.
ScAtt showing that he can add projectiles to his arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is where we're at, right? ScAtt's saying, I'm going to place these grenades defensively, and if you don't want to approach me, I'll start throwing them at you. I'll start throwing missiles at you. I can play Snake in multiple ways. How are you going to play Diddy?
Yeah, and one thing that Player-1 does a lot is use vertical momentum, jumping, double jumping to get away from situations. Also using the Diddy side B with the jump that comes with that. That helps a lot, but it does not help if you don't know what C4 is.
Yeah, hard to see that sometimes when you're in the higher parts of the blast zone, but that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. But, that's a mountain that Player-1 can easily climb to get this stock back.
Yeah, what's the game plan if you're ScAtt? Same as it always is. Keep your opponent at a disadvantage, keep stage control, rack up the damage before your stock is taken. Rack up the damage on yourself with your own abilities, as long as it keeps you alive and keeps you damaging your opponent.
Yeah, Snake's going to win all the games where, if he hits all the grades that hit you both, he's going to win that ultimately. Ooh, some interesting stuff with the grenade there, kind of preventing Diddy from getting further combos.
Yeah, ScAtt showing his proficiency in doing exactly what we talked about, racking up the damage, playing fairly defensively, and just making sure that he does not let himself
get put in a ScAtt just crossed the entire screen by B reversing and Z dropping grenades. Like,
incredible.
ScAtt is really showing that he can command the entire screen. And we think about Snake as like a kind of a slower character, but if he's placing grenades, it doesn't matter how slow he is. His approach is going to get to you.
Yeah, these players are laser focused. Especially Player-1, who knows he's got a kill confirmed here, and that's the great thing when you're playing against Snake, is that you actually do have a guaranteed kill confirm in Banana Toss-Up Smash, and so he's going to try to utilize that, and ScAtt's going to have a little bit more trouble than he has before in racking up like 180-90% on himself while damaging the opponent. However, 131% is pretty good. Pretty good place to be if you're ScAtt.
Yeah, that's a good percent, because any kind of straight hit, back air, up tilt was going to kill. Player-1 not letting that happen, though.
Yeah, this is tough, because Player-1's last game, I believe anyways, he needed to slow down the game to play to his advantage, and now he has to kind of speed it up, keep ScAtt on the disadvantage, and keep him guessing for every mix-up, so that way he doesn't get a chance to place any more of his projectiles. But man, again, ScAtt always places the perfect dash attacks to take stocks. He never uses it almost ever in neutral unless it gets him wild advantage state or it can take a stock, and he's showing that he's really adept at doing that.
Yeah, and when you're playing against Snake, you're kind of watching, where's he dropping grenades, where's he dropping grenades? Oh, he just you just dash attack. Like, you're almost not ready for it because you're so concerned about the projectile game that you forget he has that quick option.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Player-1, you're trying to get back to stage here. You're trying to keep ScAtt off the stage, but you unfortunately...
No!
I couldn't tell what was happening there. Honestly, I thought Diddy Kong was the one that came out ahead on that until I saw that he was underneath the stage.
I think it was just an air dodge. I think he thought he was going to have to tech, and the air dodge, I think.
What's Diddy Kong's true advantage in most matchups? Being able to abuse the fact that your opponent can't work around the stage pressure of your banana, and being able to keep them tripping and keep them around, right? But ScAtt is showing that his movement is constantly unpredictable. He's never exactly where you want him to be on the ground, and if he is, he's got projectiles to keep you from coming in. There's always a grenade in between you and him. Counterpick stage is Kalos.
Yeah, and with no platforms here in the middle, the grenades are going to be dropped on the ground. It kind of gives Player-1 a little bit more options in terms of being able to jump around. Banana in the middle of the stage is kind of good also for Player-1 because ScAtt has to get around it somehow. Yeah,
the biggest issue here is that since we're playing on Kalos, ScAtt actually is going to have quite a few options for edge guarding. Yes, the top platform provides another option for recovering, but being able to place the C4 or a grenade on that platform pretty much negates that entirely. Wow, what a chase.
What a read.
He wanted to do that just in case player 1 got up to do an instant shield or possibly even spot dodge, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, it does really, really good shield pressure. So at 93% here, Diddy Kong trying to get some combos starting. ScAtt really just wants to, get something in the land. What does he do off of the banana? He gets one area off the banana, nothing crazy. But player 1's going to try and get something cooking here.
Yeah, this is tough as player 1 because what you want to do is be able to jump over the projectiles as needed, but still be able to throw your banana to catch them or to at least create pressure with it. And ScAtt is showing that his projectiles are not just ground-based.
And we saw when player 1 was recovering, he used ScAtt used the C4 on the platform, just like you were talking about. Player 1 navigating that well, though. I think he just went for like a neutral get up, not getting hit by the C4.
And that's what we saw. C4 up on the platform. Yep. He used it to cover it and used the dash attack immediately after. Incredible.
Yeah, good DI, though. I think that dash attack would have killed if he had a bad DI.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure about this counter pick stage. It doesn't necessarily give Diddy Kong more advantage in being able to cover edge guards with the top platforms as much as it does give advantage to Snake, but I'm also guessing that FD was banned.
Yeah. Interesting here, we saw in the other games, and Nito, finding a way to deal with that Cypher with that strong back air. Diddy doesn't, I don't know if he has a move that'll knock Snake out of the Cypher.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Almost catching with the C4 on the top platform there. Again, we're talking about how ScAtt has good edge guarding options. But what is going on? 3 stocks to 3 stocks with 197% on Diddy Kong?
Yeah, against Snake?
Yeah, this is tough. 200% rising. This is a slow game, and maybe that's what player 1 wanted.
Oh, wow. Getting the banana, getting the trip. Not killing off of it, and Snake killing off of a straight
grenade.
Yeah, straight grenade.
Yeah, and so player 1, what do? You are at lower percents, you're not going to be in disadvantage for as long. You want to get a trip up into an up smash if possible, or a straight hit to kill. What's ScAtt going to do? Continue setting up as best as he can, so you got to keep him off stage.
Yeah.
Kill him while you can. Wow! Using the barrel launcher to kill off the top blast end.
That was awesome.
Very well done. Even game again.
Yeah, and oh wow, you see player 1 bounce the banana off the shield, grab the banana again, throw it back against the shield. Player 1 kind of undeterred by what the Snake's doing in terms of setting up.
Yeah,
really knows kind of the angles to get in.
Absolutely. Now we're seeing player 1 slowing the game down a little bit. ScAtt still placing his projectiles, but player 1 saying, "I'm figuring it out. I know how to play around this, and I just need to take it a little bit slower than I have been because I can kill your stock just as fast as you can kill mine on this stage, and all that I need to do is just be a tiny bit more patient than you."
Yeah, and player 1 grabbing a grenade there earlier before Snake got a little advantage going. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but it can be really hard to deal with the grenades. Sometimes you grab them and then they explode right after you grab them. A character that you really have to focus against, or else they'll do that to you.
Yeah. ScAtt showing that he has more moves in his arsenal than he's been using, and he's not afraid to use them.
Yeah, we haven't seen any down throws into up tilts, and really not any thrown out up tilts. Uh-oh.
Air dodge SD, unfortunate there.
Uh-oh.
To even the game back up. If you are player 1, you're happy to see it.
Yeah, player 1, he's going to take that for sure.
But what have we talked about before? ScAtt has one of the best mentalities in the game, so I don't think it's going to deter him too much. Just, brush it off, shake it off, and get back to your original game plan.
Yep, and both players trying to play their game plan. ScAtt trying to put down the grenades, grenade and up air. Player 1 trying to get in when it's safe, get some good pressure with banana on the shield.
Yeah, the way that ScAtt plays Snake forces you to have an alternate game plan at the ready. That's the reason that Sunito is just barely able to take it. But players that don't have, or even characters that don't have as good options to mix it up, are going to struggle, and Diddy Kong's options are generally fairly linear, so it's proving to make this a lot closer than player 1 wanted it to be on his counter pick stage.
Yeah, it could be anyone's game at this point, though.
ScAtt with the down tilt. Catching the grenade, throwing it, yep, okay, good shield. Keeping it slow, keeping it measured.
This is scary, though, because now at this point, something like a straight up air or an up tilt could kill.
What an air dodge.
Everyone's
really
going to be
well read.
so careful.
Oh, the grenade bouncing off the banana.
Yeah. Tricky with the missile.
This is tight. They're both at high percentages. They're both at kill percentages.
Snake also with a banana in his hand. All of a sudden, it's just that much more scary because you're afraid you might get hit by the banana.
Yeah, banana back in play. All it takes is one trip into an up smash, and Player-1 takes this.
Ooh, the dash tag not working out there.
Oh, he just threw the banana that close. It's so dangerous, but he knows that it's his win condition right now. He needs to get the trip.
Yeah, and we see ScAtt just landing, holding shield. He knows what Player-1's looking for, but the ledge trump!
What a ledge trump to take it. We have not seen the ledge trump get this set.
Yeah.
And what a more fitting way to take it than exactly what I said. You need to be able to mix up your options, and Player-1 did just that. ScAtt was not expecting it, and wow, just incredible play from Player-1. And so far, what I predicted has come true. But now it's anybody's game. They've adapted to each other's playstyle.
This is one of the first 1-1s we've seen. A lot of what we've seen is one player winning 2 in a row. Yeah, just kind of interesting.
Let's take it to Smashville.
Yeah, hopefully we'll go the distance of this one, get all the way to Game 5. Both players still in their main, going to Smashville. Let's get into this game 2.
Let's do it.
Such a close match too. I think both players probably coming in with the same mentality of I'm just gonna play my game, but I'm just gonna play it a little bit better than my opponent playing their game.
Yeah. So far, what I did predict wasn't correct. I figured that ScAtt would be trying to avoid Smashville as an option, but it actually is going to work out fairly well. He does have options to hit opponents above him, setting the C4 on the top
C4
platform.
Directly in the middle of the top platform.
The blast of the C4 almost covers the entire platform as well. And so situations like that where they're even just trying to go in the air above the platform is going to be a tough spot. So, wow, ScAtt actually just gets to cover the entire stage. Grenades below the platform, C4 on the top of the platform. There's no airspace for Player-1 to work with, and all that they have...
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Snake, ladies and gentlemen. ScAtt, ladies and gentlemen.
ScAtt.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible. Always keeping something on the top platform is really impressive from ScAtt as well. He always has a grenade or a C4 on the platform as long as Player-1 is there too. There it was, C4. I didn't even see that one get placed.
Yeah, this stage control is insane, and Player-1, I mean, he's struggling to get around it. I mean, how you have to find these small gaps. I mean, you really have to run the gauntlet through the Death Star to get to this small gap where you can get in.
Now, what's beautiful here is that ScAtt actually doesn't have anything on the top platform right now, but Player-1's still afraid to go that high because the threat has been there the entire game, and so ScAtt is instead placing his C4 in places where it can be more useful for the time being. It's just what an adaptation from both characters, from both players, and ScAtt showing why this is his counter-pick stage choice. Great choice to mix up the...
and that's just, that mix-up is so good.
What a barrel launcher to take out ScAtt's stock, but 126%, you gotta be concerned. You gotta think about where you're at now because you're in disadvantage at 126% versus Snake on Smashville. You only have so many options to get back.
Yeah, and switching to the other side is so good, not just for the mix-up from the other player, but you're going to a side of the stage that doesn't have grenades all over it.
And Player-1, what an incredible recovery, by the way. Regrabbing the ledge twice before throwing the banana to recover himself was such a smart move.
My goodness, the big brain plays from both of these players, but Player-1 really doing it in disadvantage is so impressive too.
Wow. Again, the C4 on the top platform. I didn't see him place it. He's got another one there now. Goodness.
He's almost got to just imagine that one's going to be there, even if he doesn't see it directly. But there's just so much that both players are thinking about in the game. It can be very easy to forget about that.
Yeah, this is a very interesting game. ScAtt really showing that he knows where to place his projectiles and exactly what he needs to do to win this game, playing around stage control.
Yeah, hitting himself with his own grenade there.
Small price to pay for, for stage control.
Yeah, exactly, for stage control. Ooh, he picked up the banana there too. Z-drop. Oh, he got caught. I'm really excited to see if we see any crazy snake banana combos, but
Yeah.
so far. ScAtt honestly just using it normally to his advantage, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, look at this. He's getting the stage control back. He's keeping the grenades active. He's wanting to get his stage control so that he can place stuff back on this top platform and just make it to where Player-1 doesn't have anywhere safe to go. But what do you do if you're Diddy Kong and you cannot move towards your opponent, above your opponent, or around your opponent? You have to stay on top of them, literally on the actual top of them, and then the ScAtt's going to start placing grenades on himself, and there's not enough stage here to work with.
Oh, just the tip of the boot. Just the tip of the boot.
The back air to take it, you have to move further away from the platform so you don't get hit by a grenade or get hit by any of the projectiles that ScAtt's setting up, and ScAtt says, I see that you're doing that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that diagonal angle as well with the back air, just in case you do try to decide to float or jump that direction.
Yeah. Very, very good game from ScAtt. Insane stage control, really just showing like how much he knows, exactly like you said, where to place the projectiles, how to stuff out Diddy Kong, and I imagine we're going to see a different stage here.
Thank God I'm a spectator for this game. If I was in the middle of that, I could not keep up with it where everything was, even my own banana, honestly. That's such a mess of a game. Because here's the challenge when you're playing, especially on that smallish of a stage. The challenge is you've got all of Snake's projectiles that deal damage to you, will knock you back, that you have to avoid. And you have a banana that you need to set up getting in to start your game plan. You have no options. You have no movement. So what's the counter pick stage then? I think we're taking it to FD.
Yeah, no platforms to worry about. Just about as straightforward as the stage gets.
Yep, and it's a little bit counterintuitive. You're playing against a zoner on FD. Snake is not the traditional zoner in that regard. He does not actually cover a lot of horizontal distance as much as he covers airspace. And it's contrary to think. But now what's ScAtt going to do? He's not going to throw as many grenades in the air. He's going to keep them grounded for the most part.
Yeah.
Look at that, 2 on the ground.
And just setting up some grenades. Player-1 jumped over him. Again, Player-1, kind of one of his best tools in neutral is just going to be timing these jumps and double jumps to mix things up. Oh, not getting anything off of the banana. I don't think he was ready for it because the banana was just sitting there.
Yeah, this is tight. This is very interesting adaptation because Final Destination is definitely going to make ScAtt play differently.
Wow. Trying to jump there and just not quite getting it.
Yeah, ScAtt just showing that he knows how to play on all stages, he knows how to play all play styles, and that he is, like you said, a character specialist. The character specialist for this tournament, honestly, him and Sunito.
Yeah, for sure. And, definitely, like you said, a ScAtt Sunito Grand Finals is definitely a strong possibility. And with such a tight game in winner's side, we can see just a crazy Grand Finals.
Absolutely.
But this match is pretty crazy too, with Snake doing Snake things. Player-1 trying to get in, setting up the banana in a great position there, but got hit by a stray hit. Not getting hit by that forward smash. Very good for Player-1.
Absolutely. So this is tough. This is again, you were hoping that going to FD, not having to worry about the platforms or the aerial space being covered by projectiles would help your case a lot. But ScAtt is showing that you also, yes, as Diddy Kong, you do have to approach on the ground in some ways. If you want to follow your banana, you're going to have to go on the ground or go directly above me. And I have ways to cover both of those as well. I think this matchup is just tough.
Yeah.
That was something.
One thing that Player-1 is not afraid to go for is some barrel stuff. I've definitely seen things that I've never seen before. Just because this player knows how to use this character.
That's a couple of kills now that ScAtt's gotten with up tilt, showing that again the arsenal that he has of moves. He's not afraid to use to cover the right space.
Yep. Ooh, banana, but nothing off of it.
Yeah, again, that's the situation that you're in. Is that every time that you have your banana and an option to trip your opponent, you're already at disadvantage. You have no way to follow it. You just have to get ScAtt in disadvantage, set up your banana, and make sure that he doesn't have anything on the stage that can stop you. And that's such a tough place to be in.
Yeah, and Player-1 is trying to chase down with these down tilts to extend his advantage, but just not able to quite get there. ScAtt just playing so well in terms of moving just out of the range for Diddy Kong.
Yeah, these are both players, or both characters, I should say, that have to be in advantage state to set up their game plan. But unfortunately, Snake just has more options for getting out of disadvantage than Diddy Kong does.
So now, Player-1 on his tournament stock, 120% against Snake.
Tried to go for the jab grenade, which is what he's done in the past, but unfortunately, Player-1's snuffing it out and knowing that he has time to shield the attack.
Still, this is so scary for Player-1. Oh, going for... Oh.
He's looking for the closer here.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive, keeping the game fresh, but ScAtt really is looking for something to finish this out. You can notice he's not placing as many grenades.
There's the banana! Oh, just into a dash tag. That's still pretty good.
I'm going to kill you with an edge guard, or I'm going to kill you with a straight hit. I don't need my projectiles to finish this off.
Is this a true combo to up tilt?
There it is, yeah. The up tilt off of the sleeper throw is going to leave ScAtt taking this set 3-1. Incredible set still. I mean, 3-1, and it was pretty close, but it's incredible that Player-1 was able to find the KOs that he did because of how much. I mean, if you were watching like a soccer game or playing FIFA or something, at this point you would have noticed that the like the percentage of time that you have the ball, it felt like it was like 80% ScAtt. He had stage control like most of the time, which is the nature of Snake, but the fact that Player-1 kept it as close as he did, even with being a disadvantage so often, with a character like Diddy Kong that does not have the